Hey guys, so it's pretty crazy how the past couple weeks has unfolded with the leaks of the Model 3s. You're either on the boat of buying a Model 3 right now and guarantee a discount, or you're going to be on the boat of waiting for the Project Highland Model 3s to arrive. Now, as a lot of you guys have mentioned, you're gonna take the risk of losing out on the federal incentives as well as the current discounts that Tesla is giving us right now. So that means that you might be paying roughly about $10,000 more if you waited for the redesign. If this is something that you're comfortable with, this is definitely something that I would recommend. However, now is a really great time to pick up a Model 3 if you've been waiting to get into the Tesla market and weren't able to do so because it was just too expensive. Now, for those of you guys waiting just like myself, you're probably just gonna get wet looking at these. These renderings look so amazing. It's so fire. You guys have to check it out. I want to give credit to the Tesla community for chiming in and creating all these crazy images that we're seeing right now in this video, because without them, we won't get an idea of what the final product might look like. But most of these honestly looks very close, or maybe even better than what we're seeing in the prior leaks. Now, there is one thing that I've been constantly wondering is the fact that there was only one leak of the Project Highland Model 3s, and not saying that it isn't real, but the chances of this being fake is fairly high as well. So take everything with a grain of salt at this point. It's not necessarily that the Project Highland vehicle is going to turn out like the ones in the leaks, but it could even turn out better. Alright, so we do know that in fact the headlights are changing. However, we don't know what it's going to look like, and we don't know specifically what the daytime running lights are going to look like. I think to me, aesthetically, the daytime running light is the most important part of the overall revamp. It is one of those things that defines the vehicle by what it looks like when the headlights are turned off, and distinctly I do want it to shine above when the headlights are turned on as well. I talked about this in a previous video. I don't know which video that is specifically, but I'll try to link a couple of them below in the description. But I did talk about how with the current Model 3s and Model Ys, once you turn on the headlight, it sort of meshes with the daytime running lights into a giant blob, and you really can't tell which one is which. So there are a lot of renderings that have been floating online, but I picked these ones specifically because they look hella fire, and honestly, I would love to have it in my vehicles right now, and if there was a chance that there would be a retrofit to these headlights, I would definitely take them and swap them in with my current ones. Alright, so basing it off of the leak that we saw in the Model 3 Highland, there could be a strip at the bottom, which does make it a lot more sleeker than the current eyebrows, but there is another version of it that wraps around the entire headlights, and this is what it looks like as a rendering. And let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you guys prefer the eyebrow, the strip at the bottom, or the entire housing strip all the way around? To me, I really do like the housing strip all the way around the headlight. It looks super sleek, it looks super sexy, and it kind of looks like the Tesla Roadster that's coming to the market very soon. I don't know if this is just personal preference, but I do like designs of Audi headlights and taillights. Although there is nothing on the market right now that is comparable to what this looks like, but I would say it's very similar to maybe an Audi Q5 with the entire headlights wrapped around. But for real, no matter which one they come out with and which one they pick in the end, I think it dramatically looks different than the older one, and that's the complete point of it. I think this is going to be one of those revamped redesigns that is going to change the way people see Tesla. I know there's been a lot of minor changes here and there aesthetically, even with the Model S and X. However, it's not that big of a leap where you would say, wow, that thing is completely new. The two ones that I do know of is the Cybertruck and the Roadster. When those come out, it's gonna blow a lot of minds on the streets. It's gonna be one of those vehicles that you've never seen before, and hopefully with this new Project Highland and upcoming Project Juniper, we're gonna see some kind of new redesign that's gonna make people really fall in love with the Tesla designs. Now, we've been talking a lot about the front of the vehicle, and I can understand why, because we've only seen the front vehicle leaks, but now we're starting to have a lot of people question what the rear looks like, and definitely with a lot of test vehicles driving down the road with them being covered up, we're probably gonna see something very drastic as well. From one of my prior videos, I don't know which one really, just go on inside the Tesla playlist and watch all of them, please and thank you. But I did have an overlay of the new and the old Model 3s, and it seems like we're gonna be getting a much more aggressive tail end as well. When the renderings were stacked on top of each other, it seemed like the new Model 3 was just a tad bit longer, and overall we're gonna get a little bit more space on the interior, it seems like. Now, in terms of design, the trunk is going to be a lot more angular. It's gonna look a lot more Cybertruck-esque. I don't know how to really explain it, but it does look more angular. And then at the bottom, we do have the bumpers as well, which does stick out a little bit more. And a lot of this probably has to do with the upcoming hardware 4.5 sensors, which I talked a lot about as well. Drop it in the description below and right up top there. Oh yeah, and before we continue on, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and that bell notification, so when I do release an upcoming video, you guys will be the first to know. But moving on, hardware 4.5, I've discussed it many times in prior videos. That's going to be where additional cameras are added onto the vehicles, unlike the current Model S's and X's with hardware 4 right now. Tesla is going to be redesigning their whole rear around just to make sure that we're not going to get any of the raindrops issue anymore that we've been getting all these last couple years. It gets pretty annoying that even just about a mile of driving, you'll already have the cameras already covered up. And now with them relying purely on cameras for Tesla Vision, the back cameras being covered up is not a good idea. So yeah, I do imagine some kind of sloping tailgate and a bumper being sloped up in some way where the aerodynamics are improved, as well as water entering into the cameras is lowered. Now I can talk about all the specs and do a lot of hand movements with my hand to try to get you guys to understand what it might look like, but it never beats simply just seeing it. And this is some of the renderings that I've been seeing online. These honestly look so good. I really wish that they do end up being on the vehicles, and I'll definitely be jumping on in and ordering a Highland as soon as it's available, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. I'll be reviewing literally everything about the Highland in red, specifically white seats inside, and hopefully the ultra red is available for us to order on the 3s and Ys. Anyways, enough of all the excitement for something that doesn't even exist yet. Let's talk about the slimmed down headlights. They look really nice. I think it's just a cost saving measure for Tesla, a win-win situation for both really. Tesla is going to have reduced savings on the weight and the material, as well as we're going to get a lot more sleeker design. Now looking at this image right here, let me know what you guys think. Is this something that you would like on your vehicles, or do you prefer the current headlights and taillights right now? Now you're probably looking at this image and saying, hey, it's so slimmed down to the point where there is no space for the reverse light, a fog light, and a tail light or a signal light. The thing is, everything has been clustered into the unit and it looks so sleek. Take a look at this secondary image right here of the same vehicles with those lights turned on, and wow, yeah, it's enough. It provides all the essential needs for a tail light to function properly. And honestly, that's just the most important thing. As long as it functions as a tail light, it doesn't matter what it is. They can slim it down, they can make it a lot more stylish and sexier, but when it has those core features there, it's purely enough. So like I said, there are a lot of renderings out there online, and you guys can pick out many of the thousands. However, a lot of them look kind of fugly to be honest, so I kind of just stuck down to the very few that I think personally it looks really sexy. But if you guys do have any other ones, drop it in the comments below, give me a link to it, and maybe I'll feature it in a future video. I think a lot of renderings are coming out right now that look fantastic. Now if you guys want to know more about all the interior premium features of the upcoming Model 3s or the specific changes to the interior, check out this video that pops up right here. I talked about all the specific features that we're going to be getting and all the goodies that are going to be coming specific to the Project Highland, and even better than the Model S's and X's. So there you guys have it. All these renderings looks amazing, and really I want to give a shout out to everybody out there that created all these amazing ones. It really helps us kind of get an idea of what we should be expecting, and we're only a couple months away. So if you guys are planning to pick up a Highland, I just want you guys to think a little bit more about what you're going to be losing and what you're going to be gaining by waiting. Tax credit, federal incentives, and the discounts from Tesla is something that you have to keep in mind. You might not be getting with this Project Highland, but there is a chance that waiting a little bit extra, you're going to get all three of those things and at the same time have a brand new car. So anyways, this should wrap it up for this video. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and that bell notification if you guys haven't done so already. I'll keep you guys up to date on the most important things that you need to know with Tesla, even if I have to post daily. So make sure you guys do hit that button. Anyways, this should wrap it up for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, peace out.